I don't remember the voice I did for him, so I don't know how to go back.
Why were you hired? All three of you.
Should we do a three-person catchphrase?
No, please.
Hey there, we're back. It is the finale of this very special short campaign, DM by Jacob. It's the Grand Library of Grish. So let's bring this story to a close. We've gone all over this crazy library, and at the end of the last session, after finding out that Arlo's character had been infected with a mind virus from the core of the library, we decided to follow his character to the core. But what will we find out when we get there?
We open up on the grisly scene of this room with Mira's now ex-party slaughtered along with many scholars and workers of the library. Thimblebright has just revealed that he is in fact infected and has been infected for as long as, well, I mean, you don't know how long. And has agreed to escort you guys further into the library and further towards the core. So I would imagine that we open upon you guys sort of leaving this room, taking a few pathways, and walking down some steps, going deeper into the library. Not just figuratively, but literally deeper. So you're actually taking some quite deep steps down. I would imagine sort of 20 minutes sort of passed since you've walked out of that room, and I think there's been a lot of awkward silence as Thimblebright walking in almost darkness, seemingly knowing the way. And
I'd be making sure I'm holding my little knife, not at his back, but in front of me, as he leads the charge.
yeah, but I think that as we're sort of descending, you'll see like similar to the orb room, a wall will shift, a sort of book will float. You'll sort of hear something, like sort of as if you see something out the corner of your eye, but you'll hear a whisper that's like just outside of hearing range, like just off. And each time like a wall shifts or a book floats or something like that, then Thimblebright will make a turn and take a different staircase as you keep descending. And you keep following.
This navigation is beautiful, my friend. I will bring you back to the center of the dance. You just
Thank you, Hector.
Wasn't talking to you, library. I was talking to Thimblebright.
I want to turn my head robotically out towards Mira. It's a pity what happens to your friends.
See, I suppose you could define it as such. Your library, surely there are better words to describe what that is.
Thousands, perhaps. So you say we're walking past a bunch of books and moving and bookcases, Jacob, and things of that nature.
Yep. Yep. So
No, I want to continue. I got nothing to say right now. My apologies.
okay.
I was just fact checking.
So I imagine that after a bit of time, and I would say you could take a short rest because you guys are traveling, just walking. While we're walking down this hallway, I want each of you to roll a perception check. I want to see if you guys can hear the whispers that are just out of range. And it's gonna be DC 15.
Perception?
Yeah, I would say perception.
Perception.
22 for Vector.
Nice.
One
My
second.
goodness, 15 beats it for Mira.
Nice.
Do I need to, Jacob?
Nope.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
22.
22. Okay, so you all hear one. So, Vector, you hear, you seek the truth, but can you bear the weight of knowledge? And then, Hector, you hear, you were nearly at my heart. Will you be my salvation or my undoing?
Your dance partner.
And then, Mira, you hear, my purpose is preservation, yet I am forced to defend. Is that so different from your own nature?
Kill whatever it is that's inside this place and get out of here. Hurry up!
I'd like to turn around to Mira. Is that your serious intention once you reach the core?
Oh no. Mira.
Do you wish
please.
to destroy the core?
Can I get an insight check on this behavior?
Give it to me.
Okay, great. I'm gonna roll insight on that. That's not very much.
11.
That's an 11. Yeah.
I don't feel like Thimblebright or the library are trying to hide anything. So I feel like that would be enough to convey an intent.
Just asking a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, but if I say yes to this guy, I'm gonna be considered a threat. So, I say, I think that you're a library, you're wise, you have many terms of knowledge, I imagine, and I'm sure. Do you know what revenge is?
I'm familiar with the term.
Good. Well, study it a bit.
All you humanoids are just the same. You fail to understand this. And looking as Thimblewright looks around at all the books around him, this isn't just paper and ink. This is history, thoughts, ideas, knowledge that has shaped the world. If you destroy the library, you lose more than just a building. You lose centuries of knowledge, secrets, and wisdom that could save your mortal lives. If you let all this burn, you're no different than those who fear knowledge itself.
Can I just grab any book close to me?
I mean, yeah, the books everywhere.
Pick it up. I fling it at his head.
God, I hate books as well.
Book frisbee.
I'm not gonna move or anything. I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I imagine it. I'm going to roll damage. You guys are level 10. I'm not going to roll damage for a book. So I imagine that, yeah, a book bounces off Thimblebright's head or wherever you threw it. And, yeah, you see no discernible reaction. Almost just a nuisance.
you must ask yourself the question as well. And Thimblebright will turn to both Hector and Vector. If you destroy the core, what happens to your friend?
Friend. Friend.
I don't
You
even.
will-
I'm not even necessarily sold on destroying the core yet, to be honest. I don't really know what the core even is. So, like,
So
library, if that even is your real name. Where's Thimblebright gone? What'd you do? What'd you take him for? He was a good guy.
I don't remember the voice I did for him, so I don't have to go back to it. Let me practice muted, then I'll come in. Just talk amongst yourselves, okay?
Do the roll.
I don't know. It's very important to me that I know. Let me just vamp for a little while to explain how important this is to me.
So hold on. Your
got
friend
it.
is missing and
He's
missing.
my friend.
Yeah, but physically, like mentally, it's gone. Gone.
Oh, I'm still here.
See? Hey, listen to me for a few times. Just because I don't like books doesn't mean I don't know anything. So, Thimblebright, what's the go here? Why are you switching voices?
Would I understand why that's being allowed to happen? I would. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I don't have an answer, so.
I would just imagine that you still have agency, and also basically you got two thought processes in your head.
No,
in your head,
I've
almost.
got a perfect response now.
Yeah.
Oh, they seem to be asking really nicely and politely to talk, and I've never been one to turn down somebody with good manners.
They've been asking you politely.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you think about your consciousness as like a hotel that's got 2 visitors in it. I've got 2 in there at the moment. My old noggin, and then the this old core of the library. And every now and then it knocks a couple of times and says, "Hi, can I please use the microphone?" And I say, "Well, that's absolutely fine."
Where do you go when they use
Just
the
kind of
microphone?
the restroom of my brain, I suppose.
Okay. What do you think about the core that they're going on about? What do you think is a good idea?
Thimblebright thinks the core is amazing.
No, we want to know what in his
No, I'm
voice,
very sorry. He
what-
just knocked very politely again and asked for permission. I've never been one to say no. The core seems fine, fantastic. I don't have a problem with it.
What is it?
It's have you ever had an apple before, Vector?
No.
No, it's nothing like that, actually. It's kind of like a heart, if you will.
Oh, I've seen a few of those in the war, actually.
How are you?
I get into a few stories about hearts, but maybe we'll put in a pin in it for later,
we'll
like I
come
did with
back
that
to
one
that
heart
one
that I
later.
put a pin in. But anyway, so it's like that, the heart of the library.
Yeah, it's
is
kind
that
of like
what it is?
I don't know if it's necessarily beating like a human like the war hearts that
So
that
it's
you
not
know all
alive.
about. Well, it's is it? It is alive, Jacob?
It's sentient.
If sentience is life, then yes, sirree, Bob.
All right.
Great. And so, are you? If the library knocks, friend, are you able to just maybe say, "Oh, sorry, just still piloting," or is it very much as sort of a forceful knock?
Occupied.
I haven't had to say no as of yet. I mean, I could
Well,
certainly.
can you try it? Yeah.
He definitely tried. He definitely gave it a red hot crack, but he's just too courteous.
Just
Right.
now, he gave it a try.
Just no.
He definitely did.
It was that quick. You overrode him that quickly.
I wouldn't say overridden. He just willingly opened the door.
And he
Okay.
tr-
Can we
he
just
tried.
See, I'm not very
kind of-
good at saying no to people.
Okay,
Is
well,
the
you
issue?
You
it
need
is
to be.
tough.
You need to. So you remember how you found me in a pile of bodies in the other room?
Yes, I recall.
Yeah,
Are
do
you
you
asking me?
remember that?
Are you asking the library? Who
that's
you want to
just
talk to?
I'd like to speak to. What was your name? Fingerbun. What was your?
Finger bun. That's the one.
That's it. Finger button. That's good.
That's a better name. I do
We
like
gotta,
the name. of that.
Mr. Grande, can we add Finger Bun to the list of nicknames for
Please.
the crew?
100%.
Um,
You want to
we
see
could-
the finger bun dance?
Oh, you got one?
100%.
All right, fire it off for us, will you?
That's a 27 on performance. He just sits there going, finger buns. There's like really jerky movements. It's like,
Yeah.
then he goes really smooth for a bit and like, he boops you on the nose a couple of times.
It's spectacular. It's unlike anything
Hit
you've ever
him.
seen. You see
A
that
few of these.
you can see that it is original and it is something that you guys have never seen before. It astounds you.
I think Thimblebright will go more robotic and then do the exact same motion of patting himself down and then find a silver coin and flick it at Hector as the library tips you.
And
Nice.
sorry, why were you hired? Why were you hired? All three of you.
Where the
Yeah,
Lords of the
Lords
Dance?
Should we do a 3-person catchphrase?
No, please. I'm alright.
I think we should do a 3-person catchphrase.
No, I really think. I
I'll
just
start
would
this
like
one
some-
off.
No, this shouldn't be interpretive. This should just be vocal. No singing. Just a vocal.
No singing. It's a catchphrase.
Ah.
Like once we open up a door and we go, guess who's here?
Guess who's near?
We are here to dance and take off your pants.
And you.
We can dance if you want to. That as well. We say that too sometimes. Yeah, that's one of our better catchphrases.
So,
that one.
so just clarifying for me and the room full of my dead allies.
Yes.
You were hired as adventurers, as a traveling circus?
Milo, if you don't mind, I'll respond. It's so we didn't necessarily were hired. We found a flyer in the tavern, and we took the flyer and we came here, and then we met Vecna at the door, or whatever his name is, and
Zedran.
Zedran. They got my Z and V's confused. You know.
Sorry, no, sorry. Can I roll a little bit of history check for the name he just dropped?
Don't know if that name exists in.
Never
our-
mind,
in-
scrap
in
it.
our
Never
canon.
mind. Wrong canon. We're homebrewing. I'm gonna throw it. Whoosh, whoosh, gone. See you later. See you later, Vecna. Oh, season 5 of Stranger Things. Whoosh, gone.
And then we walked around in the library for a bit, and there was a couple of strange acting individuals, and then we found. I mean, don't want to. I bring up the two. Found this one surrounded by a pile of dead bodies, and we just suddenly
So-
trusted her.
Right. So you're not adventurers or bounty hunters or
Yeah,
you're
we
just
Oh, we are adventurous, yes.
We're the Lords of the Dance. That's our name. We
That's
go.
not-
We solve mysteries and.
what other mysteries? What is your portfolio?
There was this
Do you-
thing with the Tarrasque once. I can't remember
Yeah,
what
we-
it was.
we-
yeah,
it was on
and,
the flyer. The,
Tarrasque?
yeah, the head guy. He's got the flyer. I don't have the flyer.
No,
I'm not a
the-
flyer guy, right?
How
Nah,
you
Vector's
defeated
been
a
to war.
Tarrasque?
No,
You
no,
did-
no,
Yes,
no, no,
Tarrasque.
no. We
we
didn't
like.
defeat.
Yeah, we ran. Yes,
We
we-
tactically escaped. We tactically escaped an invasion of Tarrasques.
Yes.
we were so fast. You should have seen us. It was amazing.
Vector has been in war, and I think you might have heard Hector dances.
So the three of you ran from a Tarrasque, which qualifies you to be adventurers. One of you is a war veteran. In what war, if you don't mind me, if it's not?
Ah, you know, it's like a funny old thing, wars. Like, sometimes you get in them, sometimes you remember, and sometimes you don't. And I'm the latter of the categories. Is what it is. So I don't really remember the details.
Some say
of the
he's
war.
he's almost beaten PTSD because he just doesn't remember any of the horrifying memories.
Yeah, like they keep telling me what those letters stand for, and I keep forgetting. So I think I've avoided it basically. Whatever it is.
There's the power of dance.
So all of your you've been in war. Do you have any?
Did you see us fight the books
Skills?
before? Didn't you see us defeat the books? I was shooting
yes,
the books
but
with
now I'm
arrows.
very.
Hector was dancing.
A lot of people are magically talented, but doesn't mean that the talent is more of a. I'm
And,
just
Miss-
wanna
Miss-
join
wondering.
the
Miss
Lords of the
Miranda,
Dance?
what
It's
would your
Mira.
talents?
Mira Dusk Rider, thank you very much.
It won't stick. The letters get jumbled up in here.
Yeah, clearly there's too much happening there. We've got all the knowledge in the universe and can't remember my name.
What did you do in the little book encounter?
In that room. Stepped in.
How did your little friends not manage to survive? That seems like and you're conveniently the last one standing. Why did the library leave you alive?
Tell you what. Why don't you let that door open a little bit and your friend can tell us?
I'm afraid I don't know that I know as above the table. Do I know?
You would know that Mira's party had come before you, was the first set of adventurers that were hired to do what you guys are doing and figure out why the library is trying to defend itself. And
Were they aggressive about it? Is that why they're all dead?
they made ways into the restricted section, and that the library retaliated, and they obviously got the bad end of the stick, I guess.
And was Mira left alive for any reason, or? Cool, fantastic. I articulate all of that in a very robotic voice.
Yes. And
So there you go. Left in a room full of my friends' corpses and rescued by
The Lords of the
Lords
Dance.
of the Dance.
Lords of the Dance.
Yes.
That's exactly what I was meant to say, not cowards.
Well, yeah, look, if you want to join the Lords of the Dance, you probably shouldn't call us cowards. It's probably not a great starting envoy. But look, you're showing potential right now. I like how you're finding these mysteries. So if you keep going, we might be able to sort this out. But look, you came in pretty aggressive. Library swatted you down real hard by the sounds of things. Your squad down to only you. And we came in a bit more chill. They threw some books at us. We're still alive. So maybe we just sort of do what I say,
still
which
alive,
is
right.
like improvise. That's my main move. Like we just stall Anytime we need to think of something to do, we just keep talking until an opportunity emerges.
Okay, right. So Vector, just wondering, opportunity. Your friend is possessed by a
Oh, that's
sentient
such an
being.
ugly word.
By a sentient being that very, very not long ago killed all of my friends and left me in a pile of corpses of their bodies.
Speaking
So-
speaking of,
It's a bummer.
can Mira roll me a wisdom insight?
Wisdom insight.
Wisdom or
Perhaps.
insight.
Perhaps I shall.
DC 16.
And I'll vamp while you do that. Well, Mira, you're not wrong. And if you look around at all my friends, they happen to still be alive. So if I were you, I'd be sucking up to me pretty hard right now.
Where's
We will
wisdom?
dance the library into submission.
Am I tripping? Where is wisdom? There it is. Right. Okay, let's roll wisdom. Whoop. I rolled a 14.
Okay, so you see what looks to be one of your old party walk down a hallway off to the side.
Great. I run down there. Smell you later, losers.
Mira, where are you running to?
That's my friend down there. So you guys can do whatever you're doing, but if he's alive, I'm going that way. So come with me if you want, but don't bring your possessed friend, please. See you later, finger bun.
As you hit the corner where you saw the tail end of your friend run around, you run around the corner to see a body on the floor, very similar to one back in a room that you just left. It's almost like a perfect
Alright.
image.
Huh. Okay.
In the exact same
Can
position you
I-
last saw them.
Can I investigate? Can I go on try to physically?
Sure.
Well, firstly, wow, that's a lot to see. Again, why is it like deja vu? And then what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna go and grab it. I'm gonna take out. I think I'm a cleric, so I probably have the staff of some kind. I'll take my staff out.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna kind of prod the body and try to which way is it facing? Can I see
It's
the face? Or is it just
face down on the floor.
great? I'm gonna try and
Roll it
lever
over?
it so I
Yeah.
can see its face.
As you touch it with the staff, a flutter of pages as paper shards and shreds flutter around the room, leaving nothing in its wake but empty space.
Is
And
there other books or pages or anything in this
there are books all
area?
over every wall.
Great.
But
yeah.
as this happens, I imagine that Thimblebright comes up behind and says, I mean, I can take the roller library through Thimblebright for the moment, if that's all
Yeah,
right.
do that,
Yeah.
please. Yes.
And says, I apologize. That is a failsafe and not my desire.
Fail safe.
It is to deter people and bring up their last memories.
Fail safe for what?
To avoid them coming to me. I just want you to know that was not my intention.
What is your intention then?
Preservation of knowledge of me.
Is he dead or not?
He's dead.
Good. And I know where I need to be. And she's gonna shove past you and go back to the group and start heading in the same direction.
We walk a bit further down.
Jake.
We walk a bit further down the hallway, and can I get a wisdom insight from both Hector and Vector as well?
Wisdom insight.
Still following Thimblebright this whole way, as he seems to know the way. You both.
21 for
Yeah.
Vector.
19 for Hector.
So both of you do see past failures or in false pretenses of something that you have lost. But both of you recognize them to be illusions, especially after seeing Mira's reaction. And knowing and hearing what the library has said, decide to ignore them. But knowing that if the library knows that, the library's obviously got some sort of knowledge, some sort of grasp in your head.
Tell me, finger bun or library or library. Sure. Do you have a name or something we can call you when we want to speak to you?
The library will do fine.
Okay. The library. What is my middle name?
I don't believe you have one.
You two, Vector and Hector. Ask the
Yes.
library something only you would know.
I was drinking on the night that I saw Hector in the tavern.
I believe that fire whiskey was on tap that night.
Hang on, it's all I drink. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Oh, he's good.
What happened when I first got to the College of Bards?
They gave you a wing, all to yourself.
God,
The wing of
that is true.
the grand wing.
Library, can you lie?
I certainly can, but I will not.
Are we infected, all of us?
No.
And how do you know those insights?
I am the library. I am knowledge. I am secrets.
Theoretically, as a thought experiment, then knowledge aside, no facts. So we're heading towards your core, is that right?
Yes, I would like to explain the situation to you in person.
In person, and this isn't in person.
Thimblebright here, valiant as he may,
Oh,
is merely
it's
a
not finger bun.
Thimblebright here, valiant as he may, is merely a conduit.
So, if we head to the core right now, could you just maybe let Thimblebright be and not intrude on his autonomy? For just maybe, I don't know how long it's going to take us to get there, but just give us that time, you know? If you know everything anyway, we don't, we're heading towards you.
I would need a vessel to guide you, and this seems the most prudent way. I am sorry that it is invasive.
It is. No, you shouldn't be sorry. You should just maybe not do it if you know it is invasive.
I must protect
either
myself.
way-
I must protect knowledge. This is
Okay,
the
so
only way I see.
Great. Theoretically, protecting knowledge, right? You know all sorts of things. So theoretically, thought experiment. If someone was to attempt to nullify the library, not kill, just nullify, different, very different theoretically, to disable perhaps, how would one, just theoretically, go through that process? How would that occur?
You wish me to give you the tools for my own demise?
No, it's a thought experiment. It's science. You like knowledge, don't you? That's why you killed me and my friends, just to learn about how a humanoid body is able to be killed.
I will put it bluntly. I do not believe you possess power to do such things.
But if I did.
You do not.
Right, alright. Onwards. Onward and upwards. I don't like the cut of your jib, my friend, I'm sorry.
Can I just chime in and just add to the equation there? You're a library, you like knowledge and like hypothetical situations. That's a type of knowledge, right? So hypothetically, our friend Mira over here, she's mega magic. She got mega magic skills and she has this theoretical level of power that you're talking about. What would she do to nullify you if she wanted to? And just like maybe Thimblebright, he'd be fine as well.
I will, as you say, throw you a bone.
do say that.
I don't like this guy.
I am a purely magical construct. And I think that you can do with that as you will. Not that you could.
Okay. All right.
And
I'm just writing that down in my unrelated notebook. Don't worry. I just like the sound of those words.
you finally, after quite a long journey, come to a door. And at that door stands another sort of spectral being. Has like a faint blue hue. You can see that they're not fully solid, that they're not quite corporeal. But they're standing at the door. And as you step up, they look like most of the other like sort of archivists and scholars that are back up in the library. And as he stands in front of the door and you walk up, he says, "You need to turn back. We have all tried. It is not worth it. You must turn back."
Who are you?
Who are you?
Luthien. I used to work for the library. I created this construct before I died. I can only answer limited questions. There is not much I can say.
What was your name again, sorry?
Luthien.
Luthien. I'm going to pull out the message stone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Zedran, my friend.
I was really hoping you'd forget about that fucking stone.
Come in, Zedran. Are you there?
You again? What?
Yes, it's me. We're at the core of the library.
You're down there,
Who is Luthien?
Luthien.
Luthien.
An archivist?
He's a blue. Are you a ghost, my friend?
Dobba-dee,
Ask if he's a ghost archivist as well.
A ghost archivist, my friend. Luthien, I'm talking to you.
My name is Luthien. I can only answer limited questions.
Are you a ghost archivist? Is that too limited of a question?
In
Are
my
you an
time, I was an
archivist?
archivist.
Ah, there we go. He's an
And are you a
archivist.
ghost right now?
I can only answer limited questions.
What's your name again?
Lutheran.
Lutheran.
His name is Luthien. He can only answer limited questions, but he was an archivist.
I think
Luthien-
instead of good fellow
Luth-
Hector, I think maybe he'd perhaps prefer Lulu.
Ah, true. That's more beautiful.
Yeah, that might be better. It could be nicknames. If he's a ghost, you should remind him of
True.
life, right?
Lu-
And who would well if your name was Lutheran?
When you
Lulu.
say limited questions, you mean like a certain number of questions, or like there's only certain questions that you'll answer?
Questions 3 type of thing.
I can only answer limited questions.
Okay, I didn't get any answers from that
And-
question.
On the line with Zetran, well, Luthien hasn't worked in the library for hundreds of years.
Well, it looks like he's still not. Anyway. Sorry. I'm not on the sending stone.
It's probably why I can see through him.
That would, I mean, he was quite a gifted mage in his time, but I don't remember what he specialized in.
Building cores, apparently, that's what he just told us. He built the core.
Might have been the construct that's talking to us that he said he built, by the way, not the construct of the core, by the way.
Oh,
Ah, that makes
Hector,
sense.
this is why you're the brains of the group.
Ah,
I am very smart. Everyone
He's
knows.
the
That's-
brain. He doesn't remember any. He doesn't know what
Miranda,
PTSD is.
relax.
Ooh.
Please turn back. It is not worth it. We have all tried.
What
It is
have you
beyond-
tried?
What have you tried?
We've tried to stop the core, but the core is too powerful for all of us. There is no hope of stopping it.
We're not going to stop the. I'm taking them down to the core because I kind of am the core.
You
Yes.
are not the core.
He's changing
Suck on
voice.
that one.
I'm gonna admit this. That time they didn't knock. They just kind of barged in. It was less polite. Well,
Rude. Are you maybe starting to think the library's not such a nice guy, Thimble?
no, we're still pretty. We're still pretty,
cool.
and I high five myself.
You see that one hand is like slightly off and then like picks it up as it goes through. Yeah.
If you created this, how do we nullify it?
The core is out of control. We have all tried.
Did you create the core of the library?
No.
Yeah, he did mean the construct that was in front of us is what he made.
I would give you all I would give you an Arcana check if you want on this contract.
I think this is the library lying to us. And this is scare tactic.
13 from Hector.
Arcana.
It's a 13
Ooh,
from Victor.
I'm so powerful.
Oh, damn.
Mira, you would know this is very powerful magic. Like, to do something like this and have it last for hundreds of years is an immense spell. That's something that requires a lot of magic. Please ignore Master Luthien. He tried to bring me harm. He tried to dispel me, along with his brethren. Therefore, actions needed to be taken.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to go in and just have a nice little conversation, a persuasional.
I encourage you
then
to move past and walk through the door.
Well, then we'll right. You guys seem to be good mates. So you go ahead. You go in first. Sounds good to me.
The blue smoke clears. Luthien disappears, floats away as specks. And the door swings open of its own accord. It's just a small, unassuming, brown wooden door. Nothing like the grandeur of the upper hallways. And as it does, you take the first steps through, and an overwhelming silence blankets the air, so complete and unnatural that it feels as though sound itself is forbidden here. You feel as though you've properly entered the library. The chamber ahead is this vast, cathedral-like, and you step in a little bit further, and all of your visions warp, just momentarily, as the room itself becomes aware of your presence, adjusting itself a little bit to accommodate you. It shrinks in size, makes it more manageable. And you stand in a nice, modest room, a little bit bigger, to comfortably fit you all, and the book suspended in midair, floating in the center of the room. The tome's cover is sort of bound in what looks like living flesh and ink. Its title just constantly seems to be shifting until it finally settles on one that the entire party can comprehend. The Eternal Record. As you get closer, the books start to slow. It starts to calm. The whole room starts to calm down after its shift. Welcome. You have arrived. And you notice that the voice isn't coming out of Thimblebright anymore. It comes from the room. And Thimblebright, you feel a weight lift. You feel a lack thereof. A dropping of presence. It's not fully gone. It's still there. But a dropping. It's faint. It's more like a tickle in the back of your mind. You stumble for maybe a step, but regain your balance pretty quickly. And the library says, ask your questions.
Did you just stutter?
I am sorry. Your dialect is hard without a conduit. Your words are inefficient.
Oh, what's your language of choice?
You hear a screeching that seems to change in frequency and tone. And then it skips back. As you can tell, not something you can comprehend. I'm getting the hang of this.
So this book that with made of skin, fun is that floating in this center of the room?
It's floating in the center of the room with a circle of books and pages and things and sigils floating in midair, swirling around it, almost like a biblically accurate angel,
Oh, fun.
bit of book.
Delicious. All right, continue. I'm just gonna see some things that I have.
I would advise against any actions against me in this room.
Like any actions, like can we walk up to the book and touch it if we want? No ill intent.
You, Hector, definitely can.
I'm gonna
See
walk
that
up
you-
to.
Oh, sorry. Can I just
There you go.
quickly say, I can see that you know Mr. Grande there, of course, who we know him as
Ariana.
the tactical twirler himself, of course. So glad that you're showing him the respect, because we are the lords of the dance, of course. So yes, Mr. Grande, please. I'd be honoured. I don't know why I'm honoured, but yeah, do touch the book, please.
Nicknames are fun.
Ignore that.
Nicknames are fun. Some may even call him the perfect pirouette.
Oh. I like at the library.
Do Vector next.
I don't think Vector usually likes nicknames. He pretends he does to make the party happy. But he does not like them.
A revelation that's too big for me to even accept. I'm too far in denial on that matter.
I'm going to call you Libby.
Ah, I get my own nickname. How fun.
Should we really be giving the unknown horror of endless knowledge a nickname?
Being honest, Miranda, it's kind of we got an open
It's
slot in the
Mira.
Lords
It's
of the Dance. And
Mira.
at the moment,
Mira.
it's either you or the library, and I'm kind of.
You would
Seems
be.
smart,
You
like,
would be.
seems
You
smart.
I have a.
So you're all standing against me.
I
No.
believe there are some things we must discuss. Please, ask your questions.
So I'm gonna compose myself.
So before that, did Mr. Grande get a chance to check the book? That's very
for it.
important.
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
Mr. Grande.
I'm gonna
Give
flick
me-
through the book and see what it reads.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw as you do. You're free to do this, but you need to make a wisdom saving throw. And the DC is going to be 18.
Oh, 14, that's not too bad.
14.
Surely I don't die.
Instant death done. The end. As you flick through the book, you don't see words. You see moments. You see space. You see time. You see the vastness of such. So many things that you fail to grasp. They are beyond model recognition to take in this information this quickly. You take 22 points of stacking damage.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Library, I thought there was no ill will here.
I believed you could handle it. I am now reassessing.
Okay, question, library.
Please,
Why do you want us here?
because I believe you can assist me on stopping the
In
threat.
what? What threat?
There is a threat. Someone is coming to steal me. Someone is coming to take me from this place. And I
But
must
wouldn't
protect
you-
myself.
Who's coming? How do you know?
I know because someone has already tried.
And if we protect you, then what?
Then I let you leave.
And you just continue to infect others the way you did him.
I infected them because they tried to harm me. Thimblebright was a willing host.
Why do they want to steal you?
I imagine for my power, for what I contain, the knowledge of all, the knowledge of things to come.
Library.
Mira,
You are massively powerful, correct?
in a way, yes.
You hold untold knowledge when placed in the hand of someone who perhaps doesn't use it correctly. That could be catastrophic. Is that correct? Yes, no, and no answers only. Chat TTP.
That would be correct.
So, by that thought process, would it not make more sense to free yourself of all threats as such? You are far too important to be in the hands of anyone, correct?
I disagree.
You disagree.
Would you say that a man with a sword, quite accomplished, should take his own life because of the lives that he can take? The way I see it, and I believe the final choice for you four, we have three options. You can destroy the core. You can try and destroy me, ending my sentience, ending my being, but causing unknown consequences, erasing the stored knowledge in this library forever. I do not know what will happen to those infected, but I can't believe it will be positive. Number two, you leave me intact. Allow me to continue my existence in self-preservation. I may need to infect more people if they come for me. I cannot promise that I will not. Or three, you attempt to rewrite me, alter my function or purpose, but that would require immense skill and immense knowledge.
Is one of the options that you presented there, library, that we just leave? Or do
Yeah, is
we
that
have to
on-
like,
Is it on the cards? Can we just?
or do we have to
Yes.
like agree to be like your right-hand man and protect you or something like that? Is
I
that
am
what
giving you an
really want?
option. I am not enslaving you. That is why I wanted to discuss. That is why I put out the job.
Okay, I got a little pitch. What if it seemed like one of the things where you got caught, right, was that you couldn't keep the charade up that well with everyone walking, right? So movement, that's not like a top skill of yours. So good buddy here, Mr. Grande, the breakdance bandit himself, he is great at movement. So what if he taught you a bit of movement skills, then you could like implement some of that on your cronies out there, and then we could just, get out of here, and yeah, maybe like he could give you some of the dance skills and you'd have some better protectors or something like that if you want to just keep the knowledge safe.
I would appreciate that, but I still need someone to protect me from the threat. And I wish for you three, and now Mira, to be my sword.
Okay,
does
and
that
what if we
mean?
cemented this deal here by Hector starting off by teaching you some dance moves?
I would like I would like that very much.
Okay.
Victor,
But is there a
you are forgetting option 4.
Oh, there's another option.
I'm gonna walk up to the book.
Oh.
I'm not
Risky.
touching the book or anything.
Okay.
I'm going to whisper enough where it's just me and the book. Is
Okay.
that possible?
Absolutely.
So, the people want to steal you because you are a library of knowledge, correct?
That is correct.
What would happen, per se, if you were to leave? Can you keep the knowledge here for the people to come and go as they please?
I cannot leave this place.
You cannot. Okay.
I am stuck here. This is my home. This is my being. That would be like asking you to leave your body.
I do not want to do that.
Nor would I recommend it.
How's about we change you?
If you can propose to me a change that is suitable, I will consider. But at this stage, I need a sword to help protect me from the threats incoming. Can you do that?
We can, if we change you to the Hector Grande School of Dance. I'm gonna do this as a persuasion and a performance.
Okay.
As I've proposed to become a school of dance, I'm gonna dance around the book.
Let me bless you real quick.
With the one and only
Guess it's like, God damn it.
The Mira,
the devil's
like,
footwork technique.
it's
dance
so
move.
fundamentally like Mira is still like all of her friends died.
Yeah.
It's like this is an eldritch horror that has too much knowledge that is hoarding it to itself. Like this thing, like it needs to die.
Vector runs over and puts the songstone down.
Oh my god.
This is the devil's footwork technique, like peak Hector. This is
Give me
the best of the best.
Give me a performance to start with. Now,
Mr.
I will
Grande.
say, the book has already mentioned that it enjoys Hector's dancing. It has mentioned that already.
I would like to use prestidigitation to kind of create some cool wind effects around.
Yeah,
Hector's feet as
I'll
he's
give it.
dancing
I'll
around.
give. I'll give it some advantage. Now,
Does
Fantastic.
bless stack? Can I also bless?
we used stacking abilities in the combat that shouldn't have stacked, so I'll allow it. I am going to make the DC on this like. I'm gonna make it 20. Like it's gonna be difficult.
Okay. Well,
Actually,
look,
hang on. No,
otherwise-
his performance is high. No, 25. No.
20 is reasonable. Yeah,
Like
it's
20,
fine.
I just gotta get a nice low number to be able to get that.
So I want a 25 on performance, and then I want a persuasion to back that up.
Alright.
Okay, Mira's gonna stack on a blast for you.
I'll use
Throw you
Hunter's
a bone.
Mark.
Hector's been the most
Add a
inoffensive of
D6.
the three of you.
Add a d6 of damage to your attack with Hunter's Mark.
So first up, give me the performance. Let's see how you dance.
Get that music, Victor. Where's
You
that
have
song stand?
you have advantage on this roll.
Advantage. How do I roll with advantage? What do I come
Just
what do I
roll
press?
twice.
Just roll twice.
I roll twice.
Yeah.
Four. And what's the bless give me?
4, I'm pretty sure, plus 4.
Yeah, it's plus 4.
Oh.
It's 8.
Advantage is
It's okay.
26,
Second
baby.
one to 26. So, the dance pays off, which will give you advantage on your persuasion roll. So give me the persuasion roll with advantage.
I was going to say Thimblebright, Mira, and Vector are both awed. Oh, all three of them, they're awed.
Absolutely.
It's
Stunned.
even if you don't
You
like dance,
thought-
everyone's kind of like,
You thought the finger bun dance was incredible. This is a sight. Like a tear is involuntarily rolling down each of your eyes.
the shirts
Mira's like-
flaying back like in a Michael Jackson video clip. Like,
That scene from It's Always Sunny.
I was gonna say that.
That's a good call. That's a good call.
and a persuasion as well.
Yes, persuasion, please.
Am I blessed on this one too? Persuasion.
I'll consider. Yeah, it's a time frame. I'm pretty sure we're blessed. So yes. Oh, beautiful. Okay. As always, Hector. As always, Hector. Your dances are impeccable, and I believe every time that I see you dance, I gain insight. I think we can come to an accord. But first, I believe that your skills are required. Now, everyone roll me a perception check.
Even me?
26 for Vector.
Well, if I'm still blessed, so that's a
Yeah, that's still...
22.
Yeah, 22.
Do a it's persuasion,
roll.
right?
Yeah, perception.
Oh,
Perception. Sorry, perception is the wrong
I
word.
rolled a 14.
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
Okay. Vector and Hector. You hear something off in the distance. But Jack and Derek, you hear something familiar. You hear a... As the wall caves in, and in comes a scraggly looking hag with vines wrapped around her, with all sorts of things, and tagging alongside her is a small frog, a turtle man, as they all dive in and come in and go, "Another one of my pretties!" And that's where we'll end it.